If you're a fan of Days of Our Lives, you're not going to want to miss out on this exclusive series on Peacock. It's called Days of Our Lives Beyond Salem, and I spoke with two of the biggest stars ever of daytime television all about this. Let's take a look.
Here today talking about Days of Our Lives Beyond Salem. We have Deidre Hall and Steve Burton here to tell us all about it. I'm so excited. Thank you, both of you, for being here today.
Christine, thanks for having us. We love doing
Yes,
this.
thank you. Thank you.
Well, Deidre, so tell me more about this special, I want to call it a special event.
A special event. You know, it really is a special event. This is our second time doing it, and it's a streaming special, which is new to a lot of people, especially to myself. And we get to venture into new territory because what happens is in network television we have certain constraints, but when you get to streaming, a lot more is allowed, and I mean a lot more is allowed. And Ron Carlivati, our head writer, loves to uh, um, go outside the margins, shall we say. And Albert Law and Ken Corday have been very, very patient with him and letting him do all kinds of wacky things. So you've got some great adventures coming up.
Steve, what can viewers expect to see when they tune in? I know many people are so excited about this.
Well, I started my career on Days, which I'll always be grateful for, in 1988. And then I was on General Hospital for a long time. And Albert Alar, the executive producer, reached out to me and said, "Hey, we're doing this spinoff of Days called Beyond Salem. We did the first one. It was a success. We're going to do a second one. Would you be interested?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." He goes, "Do you want to play? Can you play a bad guy?" I go, "Yeah, whatever you want. I'll just show up and we'll have a lot of fun." And the great thing I appreciate about this is our fans are the best fans in the world. And for us to be able to give them this extra content, this special event that you're talking about on Peacock, that's why it was pretty enticing to me, because it's 5 episode arc. A ton is happening. You got super couples coming back together. You got Bo Hope, Marlena, John, Patch, Kayla. I'm reprising my role, and Ron takes great liberty to create this role that I haven't played for a long time, doing a lot of action, globe trotting everywhere around the world. And it's just it's a lot of fun for us, because sometimes in daytime, there's not really a beginning and an end of a story, or if there is, it could take a year. For this, it's just 5 episodes, and that's why it was so fun. And it's on streaming on Peacock, and I subscribed, by the way, and I'm watching. So I hope you do too.
And Deidre, you've had such an impressive career. When you look back at it now, how much did the show impact your life and really your job and your time in the industry?
Oh my gosh. When I joined Days, I was a bridge character. I was meant to be a character that came in to uh, separate the two blonde psychiatrists. I was meant to be just a 6 month character, and so they got me involved with Don Craig, and that romance took off. So I was never meant to be here for 45 years. But it is, you can imagine, Christine, that it is completely life changing. It's allowed me to raise my family, to travel a bit, to own a home, to connect with fans all over the world. And when you're playing a positive character, that can be a very lovely thing, because everybody brings something to the relationship. And I've met lovely, lovely people, including a man when I was first on the show that was an artist. And when I met him in person, he was 97 years old. So it's just it's really enriched my life enormously.
Oh, it's hard to believe you were brought on as a bridge character. Thanks for sharing that with us.
But between the two Lauras, between Susan Flannery and Rosemary Forsyth, yeah.
That's just unbelievable. Wow. It's what things like this that come out with, this event is just so impressive. And Steve, when you look back on your time, do you have a favorite storyline that you've played?
It's really difficult to pick one because we've done so many storylines. But what you tend to remember the most as an actor is really the most emotional, demanding storylines. Sometimes you have to go through these storylines 3, 6, 9, 12 months where you're just carrying this heavy emotion. So those are the ones I tend to look back on and go, oh, I remember that one because of the emotional roller coaster I went on. But I've always loved doing action stuff, and I got to do a lot of action stuff on General Hospital, and now I get to do a lot of action stuff on Beyond Salem too. So, is there a favorite story? I couldn't really pick one, but we're just, like Deidre said, like you've said, and talked about, like for us to be doing this for me, 30 plus years, for Deidre's 40 years on Days. Days is 56, 57 years. It's just crazy that as actors, we get to keep doing this. It's unheard of in television and film for someone to have a job this long, and it's great.
And Deidre, anything else you'd like our viewers to know as we head into this, getting to watch this?
It's like a travelogue, yes, and you're seeing a lot of your favorite couples having an adventure. So I think that's interesting because, as part of an everyday storyline, we're involved with a number of people. I'm at the hospital, I'm at the apartment, I'm with Sammy, I'm with John. But this really is, it's concentrated. So you get to see your favorite couples doing a specific travel adventure. And I think that's a lot of fun.
We're still looking forward to tuning in. Days of Our Lives Beyond Salem will be exclusively available on Peacock. Thank you so much, Deidre and Steve, for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you both.
Christine, thank you. Our pleasure.
Thank you.